It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field, mile high here in Denver, Colorado. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
He's got him, that's Mixon. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Riley Moss with that tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. This is complete to Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one gains 7. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Stroud now on third. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Nico Collins with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the 37. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here. Nix off the play action. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage scrimmage before they finally take him down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. They'll throw again. Nix. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No pickup on that run, and it leaves them 4 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Free play here. Let's see what he does. And he's across for the touchdown, and that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Looking right, and he finds him.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. It's the same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Give to Williams from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos with 3rd and 5. Nix now to throw. Hits him on the out route.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Texans and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To the air, Stroud. Caught by Diggs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Sent down by Cody Barton.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now it's Stroud. Getting out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. He's contained at the line for no gain. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Nix from the gun. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Riley Dixon on the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines, but hey, they've got the lead. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And that passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Nix. Throwing the out route complete. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Nix to throw. Gets the feet in, that's a catch.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Throw complete to Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Nix. Launches one deep downfield. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, why do I think right now, as fullback heads to the sideline after that call, the lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, a couple of real nice stops, forced 4th and 1. The Texans set to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Bronk looks to have a little more into this one. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Nix with it on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. To throw. Here's Nix. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Out of the gun, it's Nix. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. Buys some breathing room here. He's across the 15. And he takes this one up just shy of the 20 to the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now they're left with 3rd and 13. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Texans nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. On the ground again with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Cut out left. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Nick's looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Nick's now to throw. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Mix it on the counter. And this time, they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on third. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Texans come away with the road win. And even getting skunked in that second half, Brock, the damage done in the first, enough to claim victory at the end. And of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't recognize that stellar defensive effort in the second half that made this win possible. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Denver.